Greetings and welcome to another legendary World of Tanks video. I say that not for hyperbole, but because it actually is. This is one of the greatest games, possibly the greatest game I have ever played. And that is no joke. When you see it yourself, you're going to understand why I said that. I wasn't sure that I was going to survive this game, and you'll see why. It took me about a half an hour to get to this point because I was sending a picture of the final, medal stand to probably over 30 guys. Friends of mine, guys that have sent me messages recently, so I figured, they're sending me messages back and forth. I'll send them a picture of this game, so when I get the video done, they can go and watch it themselves. Oh man, I'm telling you, I have not watched a replay of it, and I was shocked when I saw that it was just over 5 minutes long. It's one of those things where you feel like it was more intense and that it was much longer. I would have guessed 8 to 10 minutes because I was under pressure, which you're going to see. None of this stuff is, made up. So, if you enjoy this video, please like it. It will help other people see it. And when they see it, it's going to knock their socks off. If, by some reason, you have seen my videos and haven't subscribed by now, I can't imagine you needing to see anything else to go, wow, that's worth it. So, also tell your friends so that they can see it and see what they think. Now, let's go and see something that I wasn't anticipating. And let me get this video for you. Welcome to the mines. And I should say welcome to the artillery duel at the mines. Oh man. It's the kind of game that's really nerve-wracking when you're playing it. But it's why you play the game. Now this crazy robot would not get out of my way. It was ridiculous. I don't know. Whatever, dude. I'm just your friendly neighborhood artillery man. I don't like being down there on the flat ground. You're too easily rushed by different dudes. Here, I'm looking. The base capture really isn't a threat at this moment. But I'm looking at targets of opportunity. There's the first kill of the game. And if these guys, get crazy, then things could be bad. Come on, baby. I don't remember if I killed him or not. Yes, I did. Awesome. A portent of things to come, to say the least. Now, as you can tell, with that close base, there's going to be a lot of action for me. And that's an understatement. The other artillery guy was actually quite good. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. There you got one. Terry is his name. You got another one, that freak. That's 6. At some point, you know, he probably sees that I'm just crushing guys on his team left and right. I'm like the Grim Reaper. Oh, and that freak, that's 7. I'm like, that guy's a jerk. That was way too close for comfort. So now, this is why the game is so meaningful. This guy's counter-artillerying me. Trying to spot his, you know, shot. You know, he was guessing at some point and lost, you know, his bead on me. That did not hit him. Well, actually, one of those shots actually did do some minor damage, but you can't see it. That was going to kill me. All right, I was a dead man if that hits. So I had to stop my base defense because this guy is good. That's 8. Yep. Now notice it's me and this H-35 robot. This dude is trying to hammer me. And that's a little too close for comfort. That didn't help. That now he can see that if he's looking at me, which he probably was. Yes, but I got him. Right. Yes, 9. Now I started feeling pretty good. That's 10. And I'm like, hey, this guy's shooting at me. What a freak. He's dead, Jim. That is 11 kills by my artillery in one game on the mines. I don't know if it's just me or if you guys think this is also an absolute masterpiece. This game, 11 kills, tied my personal record, which was also set in a Sexton. But I'll show you the personal results in a second. The thing that made this game so exhilarating is that guy was trying to pound me with his artillery and was, you know, very good. Like I said, I wasn't sure I was going to survive. I used all my skills to, you know, dodge his bombardment. So let's go and see the results, shall we? Oh man, it was crazy. So as you can see, 11 killed, best in game. You think 1100 damage, best in game. Tremendous. I mean, you know, you love to have that. 6 medals was pretty good, but you would think 11 kills, you're going to get more than 6. I mean, that's what I would have thought. This is only the second time I've ever killed 11 guys in one game. It is super difficult. I am not going to lie. And what makes it even more difficult is when you're stuck on the platform and a guy's pounding you with artillery, and he got close. He got real close. I mean, he did launch a kill shot, but I'm no slouch myself. I'm like, I got to get out of here, man. This guy's on me. And, only my experience allowed me to correctly dodge his shot. Terrific commander bonus. There was no boosters on there. That's just my 30% 3-star commander with 10% for the quick learner perk that he has, plus 10% for the enhanced reactions on the tank. So it's 50% bonus. But that tank doesn't have a bonus, and there was no boosters on there. So that's what happens when you do 1100 damage in a tier 3. You're going to get like 94, 9500 commander experience. Pretty fantastic. So let's look at this guy. I mean, this was all good stuff, solid. Panzer 38H, Tier 2, that guy was awesome when you consider he's playing up in a Tier 3 match. He did a great job. Rivera, this guy also an M3 Stuart, 2 kills, that was terrific. A T1E6, again, you're playing up. We'll take any help we can get. So that was fantastic. Good work from those guys. Now, this guy, this Terry 0807, man, that guy was a freak. I mean, he pounded my position like you wouldn't believe. And his score isn't like fantastic, but you saw his work. Sometimes in artillery, you can play great and make great shots, which he clearly did. And if you don't kill the guy, hit him, whatever, you just don't score. So the numbers, you look at it, you go, well, those numbers don't look very good. But you saw I was on the receiving end of a bombardment that was just unbelievable. So that's one of those things that any artillery guy will tell you, that dude was awesome. He was just that tiny bit short of being able to get me. Luckily for me. You sometimes catch a break like that. Now I'm going to show you the awesome and slightly disappointing medals. And I know that's going to sound weird, but when you see it, you'll probably recognize it, but I'll explain it in case you don't. So there it is again. I got another DeLongleades medal. That makes the 4th one of those medals I've gotten, which is hilarious because they all came after the 9th anniversary, which for me was at the end of January. So in February and March, I've gotten 4 of those medals. And every one of those has come in the artillery that you saw, that exact tank. Not different ones, all from my Sexton. They all came from the same tank, my Tier 3 artillery. So I say this is awesome because the DeLongleades medal eluded me for 9 years and now I have 4 of them. So that part is awesome. Top Gun, okay, kill 6 guys, I'll take that anytime. Bruiser, take out modules or crew, terrific. High caliber, that's the most damage. Duelist, destroy at least 2 enemy vehicles that cause damage to my vehicle. That one for sure was the guy at the end. And the artillery guy, he did slight damage, I guess, to me from his bombardment because I had a reaction on my screen. I was like, what? This guy's shooting me. And then this is the disappointing part. What am I supposed to do now? Let me frame this for you properly. I already have the Master's Badge for the Sexton. But you do 11 kills, 1100 damage, last man standing, saving the game. Come on. How do you not get a Master's Badge for that? And because the numbers said you didn't do, whatever, dude. Anyone who looked at this would go, that's the finest artillery performance I've ever seen in my life. Okay? I'm sure there's a handful of guys that have some that are even more than 11, but it's a handful. And this is just as good as any you're going to see. But, if you can get 12, you get 12. You get 13, you get 13. If you get 14, you get 14. And they're all terrific. But you give a hard time showing me game action that was better than this. But it is possible. This was fantastic, though. So that's what I said. It's fantastic. I got another DeLongleades medal. Because that dude is hard to get. But, come on. First class. This is a grandmaster performance, is what it is. I tell people I'm an artillery specialist, and some people don't get it. Well, when they see this, they'll get it. Oh, look, my kill-death ratio is going, higher. In fact, somewhere just recently, possibly that game, kicked it over to 1.8. So, used to be much higher, but I was working on different contracts and stuff, and I had to play things that I wasn't that good at, so it went back down. When I'm playing more artillery, my kill-death ratio goes up because I'm an artillery specialist, as you can tell. I've been playing artillery in this game literally since day one. Not day 2, day 1. Because I came from another game where I was a legendary artilleryman. So it was in my blood already. The other thing that would probably stand out was that, now you wouldn't know this any other way other than I'm going to tell you, that you look at this and you see those key cards. It says I have 12 key cards. Well, that's true. I picked up an 11 pack, and that game was the 75th. Well, actually, I had played another game that had not recorded I got killed in that game, so I left that game and I came to play artillery. It was in my Thresher. So, well, from my perspective, I was looking at it as, I go, yes, that's awesome. I know I got my card as the 75th. But when I looked at my total, I have one of 75, which is for the second one. So technically, this was the 76th long haul qualification. It's the first one for the next one. So that's why it says I have 12. I have 11 plus the one that I got here, which is also blue, because it'll tell you right here. I got 12 of those, so I gotta bust those out, and I'll make a reference in that to this one to see what it was. I don't know yet because I haven't opened it, because I've just been mentally recovering from the adrenaline surge of surviving this unbelievable game. I don't know how that guy at the very end didn't kill me. I really have no idea. It sometimes it's just destiny. But it would have been hilariously ironic had I killed 10 guys and gotten killed and lost the game. So I'm glad it didn't happen, but it would have been ironic and kind of funny in a twisted sort of a way. So, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Is this the best game I have ever played that you have ever seen? I really only have a couple of other games that would come to mind that are in the vicinity of this game, but they're not on this channel because they're from way back before I was doing YouTube. I goofed around, and I have another account where I have the results of a game that was awesome. One of the best I ever played. It's where I killed 9 artilleries with my Tier 9 American artillery, M55. That was a phenomenal game, a once-in-a-lifetime performance. Every time I turned, and fired. It was like I was the Grim Reaper. The game was so good. I got a sniper medal in an artillery for killing 9 guys, and that ain't easy. So that one's in the vicinity because it was a tier 9 and probably a tier 10 match. I don't know. I can't remember. I guess I could go check the other grainy video that I have of it. It probably shows the tanks, and I can tell if it's a 10 or not. It's for sure a tier 9 match, obviously, and it might have been a 10. I don't know. But in my estimation, this is, I think, the best game I've ever played. But, you know, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. This is in the top 5 for sure. Okay, so let me know what you think of that, because I'm just curious from you guys who have seen this from a third-person perspective. You're a little bit more objective than I am. I guess that's all. I mean, it was really an awesome game for me, and I'm glad that I'm done. I don't want to play any games. I don't want to play any games after that. I want to absorb the full value of that victory, because it's really awesome, and I'm not joking when I said at the beginning that this is the type of game that when you have one of these just absolute jewels of your performance, this is why we play the game. Any game, to me, is to test my skills, you know, and measure myself against the pressure. And this one had a lot. Normally, my other games that are highly, that have high total kill counts, none of them were like this one. I wasn't really being bombarded, and that guy bombarded me, and that bombardment is really annoying but satisfying that I survived it and escaped and got the victory. You know, last man standing. It's like, it's awesome. It's just awesome. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And please leave a like. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I can't do anything better than this. I'm sorry. This is it, you know. I really don't know how I could do anything better than this. I guess it's possible, but who knows? But I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go sleep at some point here, because this is like close to midnight, and that's okay. I'm good. But like I said, I'm going to feel the full effects of this legendary victory before I do anything related to this game again. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully, maybe I'll see your friends. Thanks again. Take it easy.